Hi everyone, and welcome to the Free Range Diva. Today I want to tackle a subject that is very near and dear to my heart, or my head. It's hair, and particularly postmenopausal hair thinning. There's a lot of information out there if you are perimenopausal, premenopausal, but once you've been through it, and you've been postmenopausal for a while, there isn't a whole lot. So I wanted to see what I could find to come up with some, what I figured might be a few solutions or ideas to help tackle this problem, which can, it's happening to me, and I'm sure it's happening to many of you, and it's unsettling because it goes right to the core of your identity, how you see yourself. So the focus of this video is basically going to be to strengthen and protect the hair that you have, as well as some things that you might try to, dare I say, grow it back in. So first, if you do have thinning hair, postmenopausal, there's usually one of three issues causing it. There are a lot of things that can make your hair thin, things like medications you may be taking, lifestyle habits, but assuming that it's none of those, it's usually going to be stress, your thyroid, or hormones. And so starting with stress is something that, particularly chronic stress that just never really, like it's a situation that doesn't have any end. It's just maybe an illness, for example, that has your body under stress, or your situation that's causing you daily chronic accumulative stress. This is the kind of thing that it can kill you, literally. You have to figure out a way to deal with it. So if it means improving your diet, or exercise classes, or finding things that you enjoy. Basically, that comes under the idea of taking better care of yourself, getting counseling, doing whatever you have to do to kind of break that chronic stress pattern. The next thing is thyroid. And I encourage you, if you haven't had your thyroid tests, if that's not part of your regular blood work, and it should be, make sure that your thyroid is working properly, because if it's not, again, it can cause thinning of the hair. So I have had my thyroid numbers. I had a complete panel done, not just the TSH. I had the T3 and the T4 and everything else you could test. And my thyroid is fine. Not only is it normal, it is actually working in the optimal range. So eliminating that, the last thing is hormones, and particularly one hormone called dihydrotestosterone. This is a derivative of testosterone. It's made from testosterone, and going forward, you will see it, and I will refer to it as DHT, because that's how you're going to see it usually on products. When you think of male pattern baldness, that's kind of the culprit behind it in most cases. Men obviously have a lot more testosterone than women, but women, we do have it in our bodies, and we do make this DHT hormone derivative, but we don't make as much of it as men do, and estrogen keeps what we do make in check. And so unless you are on estrogen, hormone replacement therapy, you will probably, as part of menopause, you will see the thinning related to this DHT. And if you are on hormone replacement therapy, then usually, like I'm 63, so I'm like 10 years out from menopause. So at this age, many women who have been on HRT, their doctors are starting to taper them off of it, simply because the risks, as we get older, the risks start to outweigh the benefits. And if you're like me and never took HRT, then you've experienced what I'm experiencing, and what I'm seeing is a lot more thinning up here in the crown. My edges, the thinning that I saw here, is starting to come back. If you're familiar with minoxidil, that is the prescription product that are given to men and women too, I suppose, in order to cancel out that hormones stop. And the way that DHT works is that it closes down the follicle so that the hair can't survive, and so it will fall out, but then nothing will grow back. Now, hormone interaction within the body is complex, and I've kind of oversimplified. But if you can stop this production of DHT, or not stop the production of it, but neutralize what it's doing to your hair follicle, then chances are the follicle will come back and you will see new hair growing. So there are products on the market for women, one of which I checked out. It's called Nioxin. And it's a system. It's like shampoo and conditioner, and they have a serum that you also apply as a leave-in after you've shampooed and all that other stuff. So I checked the ingredients on this, and I actually had to go and find it because I guess they don't put the ingredients online. So basically, it's water, the active ingredient, followed by a couple of pegs and every paraben known to man. Then or somewhere around ingredient number 12 or 15, you'll see herbs, and then some essential oils, and then a whole bunch more of preservatives. It's not something that I would ever want to put on my scalp, for sure, not with an ingredient panel like that. And then so Sally Beauty Supply also makes their version of it, and it's a little bit cleaner, not a whole lot. So I'll show you what I found to replace both those, and then I will get into how I care for my hair now. So let's talk products. I went to Garden of Wisdom's website and I picked up this little guy. This is their follicle and scalp stimulator serum. This is actually a trial size. I'm already, ordering the full size, because what this does is this has the active ingredient. They use an amino acid in here to neutralize the DHT. At least that's what it says on the website. Now, I have been using this for about a month, so I've used it a total of 4 times. And I am happy with the results. And how I use it is I put it on the night before. I will part my hair and find the bald spots and put it right, onto the scalp in those spots and really rub it in. So in the front, here along the top, back in here where there's a lot of thinning, I'll put it in there and leave it on all night, and then the next morning wash it out. That is sort of the recommended usage. Now, like I said, I only use this once a week, so I'm going to call them today, and then I'll let you know. I'll put it in a card or something. If you can use it more often, even if you don't wash it out right away. That's kind of my question. But okay, so this has quinoa is the protein, niacinamide, keratin amino acids, panthenol, acetyl tripeptide 3. So this peptide, they say in vitro testing, so they have tested it out, that it can, among other things, block the production of DHT in the scalp, as well as creating a healthier environment in the scalp itself for growth. Basically, it also has biotin in it as well, and then a lot of other stimulating herbs. So this, it sounds like this is that this will work very well. Like I said, 4 weeks, I'm not sure. So 4 times rather, I'm not sure. Give me another month and I'll be able to tell you. What I can tell you is that I'm seeing even more hair growth in this area. It's always like little bits coming back, but it doesn't really grow very long. And so we'll see if it's going to continue to come in and continue to grow. And back here, I can't tell yet, but I absolutely, like I said, I will let you know. And then the other product that I have is from Inspired Beauty. Now, this is a product that we picked up at our local Jamaican health food store. So I know that not everyone has a Jamaican health food store in their neighborhood. So I will see if I can find it online. But basically, this is their Heal and Grow Coconut Luxury Hair Treatment. And this is for the hair and scalp. And I put this on right after I wash my hair before I put any of the styling products in, I put this on my scalp in those areas that are thinning. And I've been doing this for probably about the same amount of time as I've been using the Garden of Wisdom serum. And my mother's been using it longer, and I see growth on her hair, in her, in the back of her head, where she also has the same kind of thinning, using this. It was recommended to her by a friend of hers who's also, because they're both in their 80s, and has seen a lot of growth as well. So this has castor oil. This has a ton of healing and soothing oils in it. The last of which is gotu kola, which is also known as Brahmi, which is really, really, really good for hair growth. So, and this is kind of heavy. So in addition to putting it on, like I put it on before I style my hair, and I don't have, it just goes into the scalp basically. There's no greasy film left behind. But what I've also did the last time that I washed my hair, and I'm going to continue to do this, is the night before, after I put the Garden of Wisdom in my scalp, I put this on, like say from here down. So, and then wash it out the next day. So I've been using this as a hair treatment as well as a scalp treatment. Again, growth is coming in on these edges. So if nothing else, the two together seem to be doing the trick. So I did talk to the folks at Garden of Wisdom, and they said that it probably would be fine, but if I felt any kind of irritation, putting it on and leaving it on for several days as opposed to just overnight, then obviously don't do it. But she suggested that I kind of build up to it. So I put it on 2 days and leave it on for 2 days and see what happens. So that's what I'm going to do, because I figure the longer it's in contact with the scalp, the more good it's going to do for my hair. So if you are premenopausal and you just want to know how I take care of this, then this part is for you. Number one, make sure you're eating a nutritious diet. B vitamins are very, very important for hair health, for growing good, strong hair. And the body is much more able to use B vitamins sourced from food as opposed to taking a pill. And I know I took biotin. I took it like 5,000 or micrograms, however it comes, a day for 2 solid years, and saw my hair was fine. But there was no improvement in terms of thickness, nor did it stop the thinning. So I'm not saying don't take biotin. I'm saying just to know what to expect. If you're getting all of your your nourishment from food, or most of it from food, that's a big step in the right direction. Second, as I said, whatever you need to do to reduce stress in your life, go for it. And number 3, be very, very gentle with the hair that you have left. You want to keep your scalp environment very, very clean, but you don't want to strip the hair or do any kind of harsh. For example, when you shampoo your hair, use your fingertips, not the nails, because it is, let the product do the work. And as far as shampoos, I like a sulfate-free shampoo that, is very good at cleansing. And the best, I've tried a few. In terms of cleansing, this is the best one that I've found so far. This is from Evolve H. This is their Ultra Shine Moisture Shampoo. This is what I use for my second cleanse, because I wash my hair once a week. So it means I need 2 shampoos. So this is shampoo number 2, and this will get, like any product or anything that my first cleanse didn't get out, this will get it out, and it leaves my hair much cleaner, so that the style lasts longer. Like I did my hair on Sunday, and today is Friday, so this is what 5-day hair looks like. And it's still, I'll probably wash it tomorrow, but it still looks pretty decent. My first cleanse is this shampoo from Andalou Naturals. This is their moisture line, and I love this for putting moisture, back in the hair, not stripping, especially if you have color. Neither of these shampoos are going to, strip your color. And this moisture rich line is definitely for, drier hair. And as we get older, after menopause, your hair tends to be drier. Your scalp environment tends to be drier. So first shampoo, then follow up with second shampoo. I have 2 conditioners. Now, depending on, I go back and forth between wearing my hair curly and wearing it straight. So when I wear my hair curly, I have been using from Derm Organic, this is their deep conditioning mask. And I put this on and leave it on. I will, let it, if I rinse it out, I just minimally rinse it at the end. But for the most part, I leave this in my hair because my hair is low porosity and it's very, very dry. Knowing your porosity can really help as far as, picking the right products that are going to do the best for your hair. And what that means is basically, like the hair shaft looks like shingles, right? And in low porosity hair, these shingles are very tightly, stacked together. Whereas in high porosity, they're a little bit further apart. All this means is that with low porosity hair, it's difficult to get moisture in the hair. So when my hair is hot from the shampoo water, and I put that conditioner in there, that's a way of locking that moisture in. So if you need like a really deep conditioner, then this is the one that, this is one of the ones that I can recommend. However, when my hair is like this, when I blow it out, I use Sense. This is their hydrating cream conditioner, and this gives nourishment. This puts nourishment back in the hair, and this I do rinse out. I don't leave this in. But this is kind of pricey. But what I've noticed is that as my hair becomes better hydrated, I don't need to use as much of this every time. I probably use a third of as much as I use now as when I did when I first started using this, like maybe 3 months ago. So this is like holy grail for me right now. And I'd say of all the products that I use, this and the Ebates shampoo have made the biggest difference in terms of the quality of my hair. And another product that I can recommend for shampoo and conditioning that's very gentle and sulfate free is the Giovanni. I believe it's their silky smooth line or smoothing line. I'll definitely put it below or write it out up here. But I use that for quite a while, and it's affordable and easy to find. When I wear my hair curly, after I use the Derm Organic Shea Moisture, low porosity, protein-free leave-in. Cannot be without this stuff. This gives me my curl pattern. If I didn't have this, I would just have a frizzy head of hair. This is their leave-in detangler. I put this in generously after after I get out of the shower, and I, kind of just lightly dry, I don't really dry my hair. I just kind of let it drip a little bit so it's not quite so soaking wet. Then I put this in. And then anyone who's worked curly hair, you start to work those curls and scrunching and, plopping and all that other stuff to get your curl pattern to lock in and stay. Oh, and then if I feel like I want more hold, I will throw on this Jason High Shine Gel. These 2 products I will use together usually, although I won't use a lot of this. I'll keep this pretty much just on the ends. This I use all over. And then when I wear my hair like this is my leave-in. This is from Andalou Naturals. This is their leave-in conditioner. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before. This has all kinds of, nourishing oils that are designed, again, to help lock in moisture and prepare your hair for heat. And so I do blow it out. When I blow it out, I use a round brush, and I will just take the hair on this brush and kind of do like this and then blow it out. I don't pull on the hair at all. I don't do any of this kind of stuff. I try and treat it just as gentle as possible. And once it's all blown out, and dry, then the last thing I will put on is this Derm Organic leave-in treatment, and this is to protect the hair before flat ironing. Because I do flat iron my hair to get it like this. And there's the cleanest of these type of heat protectant products that I found. Now there's some controversy about whether we do or don't need heat protectant. I'm not gonna take a chance. Okay, so this is my leave-in. I've been using this for years. This is what I use for heat protectant. It basically has 2 silicones and then argan oil and a few other oils. So it's a really, really clean formula. It does feel more oily, but at least on my hair, it doesn't. It just gives a nice shine. It doesn't feel, my hair doesn't feel oily at all. So those are my products. As I said, try and go as long as you can between shampoos. You may need dry shampoo. I never used it because my hair is pretty dry. Okay, so I think that's going to be it for today. The only other tips I can offer is a satin pillowcase, or wrapping your hair in some sort of silk or satin head covering at night so that you don't end up with a lot of hair on your pillow in the morning. And this is what I use to comb out my hair when it's wet. And then the brush that I use is this. I've had this for years, and it's a rubber bristled, and it's got a collapsible back on it. So this has a lot of give. It's not harsh on the hair at all. Sorry, I have hair in it. But yes, but the idea is just gentle, not a lot of tugging, not a lot of scrubbing, just very, very gentle with your hair. So I think that's it. I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope you found this helpful. Of course, if you did, I would love it if you gave the video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I would love it if you did that too, because I would, really enjoy it to have you part of our group here and get to know you and, learn from you. Which, by the way, if there are any of you out there with recommendations for a good, clean, dry shampoo, let us know in the comments below. I'm going to hunt around because, like I said, it's not a product I use, so I'll hunt around and see what other bloggers are recommending. But yeah, that would be an extra tool for, definitely extending the life of your shampoo, which is always good. All right, everybody, until I see you again, I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Take good care of yourselves and your hair, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. Bye!